If you're Papoose, you don't cry when your wife is caught kissing the man she claimed was just a battle rap buddy. Instead, you file for divorce and pop the question to her biggest rival on the same damn day. According to rumors, Papoose walked in on Remy Ma and Eazy, the block captain, mid-embrace, mid-lie, mid-everything. Instead of blowing up, he leveled up. And, according to insiders, he flew Claressa's shields out that same evening. What follows? Let's just say there's already a hashtag Paparessa. Don't act like we didn't. This love story has officially become a street soap opera, and Twitter is throwing confetti, and Instagram lives are getting messy by the second that Remy believed she was untouchable. It turns out that Papoose had the plot twist of the decade loaded in the chamber. Welcome to the exposure you weren't emotionally prepared for. Ray has been looking stressed in interviews, Eazy has been looking guilty in group photos, and Claressa Sis has been looking ready, as if she's been training for this outside the ring, from prison poems to paternity rumors. Papoose is the name that always comes to mind when you think of hip-hop loyalty. He supported Remy Ma through prison time, beefs, betrayals, and Bravo specials. He was Mr. Black Love before Black Love was even a hashtag. But that era is now over and buried next to their wedding vows because, according to several anonymous sources, Papoose isn't just leaving quietly. He's leaving with divorce papers in one hand and a ring for Claressa's shields in the other. Let's go back to the beginning of this. Fans initially dismissed it, saying it was just music and swearing. But when footage began to surface from backstage events, hotel lobbies, and those enigmatic private rehearsals, things quickly became ugly. Then came the studio incident, according to a leaked security report from a Midtown recording studio, where Papoose showed up unexpectedly during a late-night session between Remy and Eazy. Let's just say he didn't walk in on bars being written. Insiders claim the footage is too graphic to be released. Without saying a word, Papoose drove directly to his lawyer's office, and within 48 hours, the papers were served. Who delivered the papers? Not a process server or a cousin, but Papoose himself, in person, on live video. The video went viral on Instagram, showing him standing on Remy's doorstep in a clean black hoodie with that famous calm before the storm face. All he said was, "You had your second chance. This is mine. Peace." Twitter went into overdrive. TikTok remixed the audio. And while Ree's team, Remy Ma and Cad in-studio scandal, did Eazy break up hip-hop's power couple. But while everyone was still processing the shock, Papoose dropped his second bombshell 3 days later. The paparazzi caught him at a private dinner in Miami with Claressa Shields. Yes, the Olympic gold medalist who had once called Remy messy with too many enemies and too many secrets. The same Claressa, who, despite being on the list, mysteriously missed Remy's last birthday celebration, let's be clear. Papoose has always been this silent strength type. Never messy, never loud, never online ranting like a low-budget reality star. But insiders claim that this betrayal broke him in A. The dinner wasn't just casual anymore. They were holding hands, champagne was flowing, and one cunning waiter took a picture of what looked like an open ring box on the table. Gossip Bill vibe Papoose saw everything. It wasn't a one-time thing. Remy and Eazy had been skulking around for months, and he remained silent to protect her reputation. However, once he got confirmation, everything was over, and just when fans thought they had seen it all, Eazy, the block captain, suddenly vanished like a magician in the middle of the street. According to another insider, Eazy didn't think it would stay under wraps, and he never imagined Papoose would leave, let alone go public when it hit the blogs he started. In a panic, he stopped communicating with Remy, canceled appearances, and abruptly canceled a podcast interview. According to sources, Remy is furious and has been phoning Papoose constantly to try to clear the air, claiming miscommunications and misunderstandings. But Papoose isn't responding to any texts, calls, direct messages, or even messages from mutual connections. Instead, he has been posting cryptic messages on social media. Such is a king who knows his worth doesn't sit in betrayal. The most popular one fans are consuming every post's comment section, which reads like a digital eulogy for their relationship. Some fans are heartbroken, while others are celebrating what they're calling his glope. One user wrote, "He stood solid while she was out here changing lanes. Now she's got to watch him ride off with someone who truly sees him." Another comment reads, "Loyalty isn't love if it's one-sided." She shared a video of herself throwing punches at the heavy bag at the gym with the caption, "When he drops the dead weight, he levels up." No tags, no names, no location, just vibes and intensity. The video received over 3 million views in just 12 hours. And while Rhee's team remained utterly silent, Claressa was seen walking through airports grinning, as if she had just won another championship with ease and confidence in control. It's giving the winner of the rebound arc. It's giving what's next. Is this just a heated reaction to heartbreak? Or has Papoose finally walked away for good? Is Claressa truly the new queen of his kingdom? Or is this just a bold move in a public split? We're just getting started because what happened next even caught those closest to them off guard. And that's where part 2 begins, after Papoose delivered those divorce papers like a following the next day's delivery. He went out with Claressa Shields as if he were the main attraction at a heavyweight celebration. The blogs, the streets, and every group chat went crazy. And just when we thought things couldn't get any messier, guess who finally made a reappearance after a week of silence? Eazy, the block captain, but no apology, no explanation, and no denial instead. Eazy went live from what appeared to be a hotel room with a grin on his face and a backdrop that fans claimed looked like an Airbnb. A casual post was made by Remy on her Instagram story months ago, but fans don't believe it was a coincidence. To further agitate the situation, he said, "Some people want loyalty but can't stop playing both sides," while sipping his drink and glancing at the camera. Boom, timeline shattered. "Remy, you're making assumptions without knowing the full story. I saw enough. I gave you my loyalty, and you confused me. Remy, I never meant to hurt you. You know, I still care about you. So why was Eazy's hoodie on? Our couch. It's caught in the middle of the day, and it's being careless." Fans were blown away when a Twitter user posted Remy attempting to explain things while the evidence was just lounging on the couch like a guest. Be serious. TikTok did what TikTok does, and Remy's Couch Chronicles became a viral skit trend overnight. The creators acted out the moment with dramatic flair, wigs, background music, and every side-eye imaginable. However, behind the memes, the situation was tense because Claressa Shields wasn't merely observing from the sidelines. According to insiders, she was moving. Asterisk being tapped by several brands for a fitness rollout with Papoose is true. According to sources, companies like Nike, Gatorade, and Beats by Dre have expressed interest in a campaign that focuses on resilience, redemption, and true love. From interviews to co-branded exercises to matching clothing, the entire package is reportedly in motion, and yes, a stylized wedding shoot may already be in the works. One leaked PR email stated, "The Claressa and Papoose narrative is dominating the digital space. Their partnership could reshape the image of Black celebrity. Power couples. Timing as the public's reaction to Rhee's recent post was icy cold." One comment under her post summed it up perfectly. "You don't get to start a healing era when you're the one who lit the match." Then came the Instagram video that stopped everyone in their tracks. It was black and white, with no music or caption. And it showed Remy slowly taking off her wedding ring and then putting it right. Meanwhile, Rhee's team is reportedly scrambling. A rebranding push focused on healing and forgiveness is in the works, along with a rumored podcast about second chances and emotional growth. Look, I don't know the full story, but that man stood by her for years. Loyalty like that is rare nowadays. Cardi B liked a tweet. Fans analyzed it like a national investigation. Some claim the video was filmed weeks earlier based on the nail color in a previous post. Others saw symbolism in the mirror itself, claiming she still sees herself as Mrs. Mackey, even though reality says otherwise. Of course, the celebrity. Reactions rolled in fast. That said, Papoose deserves better, only to dislike it an hour later. But you know how that goes. Screenshots are forever. Joe Budden even dedicated an entire podcast to the story, calling it the most outrageous hip-hop plot twist since Sappher and Nicki and Benzo. He posted Ebon A, saying it was a real one, and no one asked him. But here he is, making it about himself. Classic Benzano. Meanwhile, Claressa is riding high. Her fan base has tripled. Her merchandise is flying, and she is hinting at a new YouTube documentary called My Side of, with the voice narrating it all, Papoose. We're talking slow-motion training montages, poetic bars over piano chords, and cinematic shots of them cooking together like it's a full-blown streaming romance special. It's over the top, but somehow it's perfect. And while fans are either heartbroken or supporting them, it's clear that this isn't just a breakup. It's a full-fledged digital battlefield. The message of the Ring, Claressa vs. the World trailer is that it's not just about fighting in the ring, but also about loyalty, legacy, and knowing who's on your side when it counts. Remy Ma may be dealing with the most public relations storm of her career, but it's not over yet. Just when it seemed like the drama was subsiding, another twist set the internet on fire. One last video, one more shock, and it completely turned the plot on its head. This time, it wasn't a backstage leak or a gossip website. Rather, it came directly from Remy Ma herself. She abruptly posted a 3-minute clip on her close friend's story. But you know how that goes, screenshots, reposts. And within 10 minutes, the video was all over the internet. Remy was crying as she sat alone in a dimly lit room without makeup, wearing a hoodie. Her voice broke as she looked into the camera and said, "I messed up. I let someone get too close, but I never stopped loving my husband. Papoose is my heart. Eazy was a mistake, just a distraction." And fans were shocked after months of rumors and suspicious footage. Remy essentially confirmed that the hoodie incident on the couch was real. But instead of showing sympathy, the internet responded with heated comment sections. "You're only sorry now because Claressa got the ring. You had a job, a schedule, and a husband. What made you entertain other people? She lost a man who supported her through everything." And even pages that once marketed her as the ride-or-die queen started subtly deleting her content. One tweet encapsulated it all perfectly. She made black love a popular topic. Then, just when it seemed like everything was falling into place, a new video appeared that sent timelines into complete shock. It showed Papoose and Claressa inside a piece of expensive jewelry. The man who once wrote poetry for Remy Ma just started a brand new narrative with someone who used to be her biggest rival. The very next morning, Papoose posted a black and white photo to his feed with no caption. Just a close-up of Claressa's hand wearing the ring and, in the background, his wedding band gone. He's laughing as she points to a display case, and then the camera zooms in and he places a ring on her finger. She mouths, "Is this really happening?" He nods. Just the backstory, and it hurt. Insiders say Remy went into a tailspin after the post, allegedly firing her publicist, canceling 2 press appearances, and even delaying her upcoming battle rap event. However, while her camp was in disarray, Claressa was doing well. Shared a video montage with the song "Upgrade You" by Beyoncé, which showed her training in the ring, walking the red carpets, and laughing in slow motion with Papoose. The caption read, "Sometimes the prize is peace. She doesn't even need to throw punches anymore. The timeline is doing it for her." And then came the final twist. When loyalty isn't enough, a Remy vs. Claressa face-to-face sit-down special is currently in the works, according to a confidential production. Memo leaked to the blogs by an anonymous source claiming to work inside a reality TV development studio. The memo reads, No love lost when loyalty isn't enough. It has no script, just two women who were once rivals and are now forced to deal with the consequences of one man's decision. The payout is reportedly 6 figures each, and the best part is that Papoose has declined to participate. The team stated, Mr. Mackey has respectfully declined, stating he is focused on his new life and won't entertain media that reopens old wounds. Translation, he's so done, he's not even looking back to wave goodbye, and now fans are split. Some say Remy deserves a chance to heal, that she owned her mistake, and that everyone deserves grace. Others say this is karma in high definition, and that Papoose deserves every ounce of happiness after years of loyalty that went unappreciated. One viral tweet said he waited for her through a prison sentence. She couldn't endure a difficult time when she lost aching. Remy's most recent post is a blurry quote image that reads, "Sometimes the greatest apologies are the ones you give to yourself. It's trying to heal. It's giving too little too late. It's just living quietly with Claressa, posting poetry and breakfast pics. Simple, and the memes are legendary." Okay. Remy is photographed outside a wedding, and Claressa is holding a championship belt with a ring edited on top. There's even a remake of the Boy Is Mine music video, but it's titled The Man Is Gone. Here we have the love story that inspired millions of people, but it just crashed and burned publicly, painfully, and permanently. Remy Ma had feelings for a man who couldn't even stay visible when things got hot. But Papoose caught her slipping and decided to make peace with a woman who takes punches for a living but holds its heart carefully. And Claressa went from quietly bickering to winning the man's affections online. The story also shows that sometimes the ring isn't just for the finger. It's for the person who worked the hardest to be valued. The question now is, was it always going to end this way? Was Remy Ma caught in a moment of weakness? Or was this part of something deeper that she never thought would come to light? Did Eazy really care, or was he just the catalyst that exposed it? The fairy tale is over, or is it because in this new era of love, betrayal, and blurred lines, anything can happen next? Remy might return stronger, Eazy might resurface, Claressa might drop a diss track, and Papoose might surprise us all once more. Cracks are already forming behind the scenes, and Papoose, did he finally realize his loyalty had an expiration date, or did he move on out of heartbreak? Because what we just witnessed was a full public reckoning, not just a breakup. Claressa Shields didn't just win a man. She won the narrative. She stepped into the smoke without flinching once and walked out with a championship belt and a ring, both literally and figuratively. But the real question for you all is, who do you think Remy was? A master manipulator who believed Papoose would never leave? Is Claressa the real queen Papoose was supposed to be with? Or is he just the rebound? With good PR, where does Eazy fit in now? Or is he just a plot device in a much larger story? If you think this is the end, think again. This saga is just getting started, and we have more receipts than Remy has deleted. Please leave a comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications because the next twist is coming. This is the Celeb Tycoon. And baby, we don't just spill tea, we empty the kettle, and see you later. See you later.